Every silence, every night we turned away, every wound we tried to cover, every almost ending day. You stood crying in the kitchen light, I stood frozen by the door. Two hearts too afraid of breaking, yet hurting more and more. We lost pieces of each other somewhere underneath the pain. But even after all the damage, your voice still called my name. Maybe love is not about never falling apart. Maybe it's finding the courage to return with an honest heart. So if love still knows our names, after all we've put it through, if your soul still reaches mine, the way the ocean reaches moonlight too, then stay here through the aching, through every fragile phase. Because the strongest kind of love is the love that chooses to remain. And after every storm we survived, every scar we couldn't hide, I still see forever when I look into your eyes. Healing came in quiet moments, not in grand dramatic ways, but in small apologies whispered at the end of tiring days. In your hand touching my shoulder when the world felt far too loud. In the way we kept returning, even when we both broke down. You learned all my darkest corners, the parts I never wanted to see. And somehow you stayed beside me without asking me to be clean. Though we were never perfect people, just hearts learning how to bend. So if love still knows our names, after all we've put it through, if your soul still reaches mine, the way the ocean reaches moonlight too, then stay here through the aching, through every fragile phase. Because the strongest kind of love is the love that chooses to remain. And after every storm we survived, every scar we couldn't hide, I still see forever when I look into your eyes. Maybe forever isn't easy, maybe it trembles, maybe it bleeds, but I would rather walk through fire than become strangers to your heartbeat. Because leaving is a moment, but staying is an everyday choice. And I still hear something sacred every time I hear your voice. So hold me when I lose my balance, I'll hold you when you break. We'll carry every shattered piece for love's forgiven sake. And if tomorrow brings more darkness, more fear we cannot name, I will still stand beside you, just the same. Because after every lonely season, after all the tears we gave, we became two imperfect souls who learned how to stay. If love still knows our names, then maybe we were never lost. Used to leave our pain unspoken, like dust collecting on the shelves, smiling through the conversations while quietly losing ourselves. You carried fear inside your silence, I carried regret inside my veins. Two souls trying to survive the distance, two hearts exhausted by the rain. There were nights we almost ended, one more word could have torn us apart. But even then I felt your heartbeat, still reaching softly for my heart. Maybe love becomes more honest after everything it survives. So stay with me beneath these tired hearts, beneath the weight of who we are. We are not untouched by sorrow, not untouched by scars. But every time the world grows colder, every time the darkness starts, I still find home inside your arms, beneath these tired hearts. Healing didn't come like lightning, it came slowly day by day. In the way you looked at me again, after all the hurt we made. We learned forgiveness has a heartbeat, quiet, trembling, sometimes weak. Not a perfect kind of freedom, just two souls choosing peace. And maybe we will still get broken, maybe old wounds still remain, but now we know love isn't leaving. Every time we feel the pain, sometimes forever is simply two people refusing to quit. So stay with me beneath these tired hearts, beneath the weight of who we are. We are not untouched by sorrow and not untouched by scars. But every time the world grows colder, every time the darkness starts, I still find home inside your arms, beneath these tired hearts. And if tomorrow brings another storm, if doubt returns again, promise me we'll keep remembering how far we came from then. Because what we built from all this damage could never come from perfect love. It came from learning how to hold on when holding on was hard enough. Stay with me through every fragile night, every fear we cannot hide, through every version of ourselves that almost said goodbye. We are older now, more honest, more human than before. And somehow all the cracks between us made room to love much more. And after every tear behind us, after every painful star, I still choose you beneath these tired hearts. No fairy tales, no perfect ending lights, just your hand in mine for the rest of our lives. The echo of slammed doors still lingers in the corners of this house, like every fight we never finished still circles softly around us now. You wore your hurt like heavy winter. I hid mine deep behind my pride. Two hearts drifting through the same room, with oceans we could never cross at night. There were moments love looked hopeless, like a flame too weak to survive. But somehow neither one of us could fully say goodbye. Maybe souls don't stay together because life becomes easy. Maybe they stay because leaving would break them more deeply. So here we are, with all our damage showing, still learning how to trust, still healing while we're holding on. And every scar between us tells a story we survived, because love is not the absence of pain, it's choosing not to hide. And after all the storms we carried, after all the tears we gave, we became the quiet proof of what two hearts can say. You saw the parts of me I feared most, the anger, doubt, the shutting down. And I saw your lonely sadness every time you stopped making a sound. But healing came in small confessions, late night talks and trembling hands. Not through perfect words or promises, just through trying once again. We grew slower, softer, wiser, from every wound we walked through. And somewhere in the middle of the breaking, I fell in love again with you. No, forever isn't built from perfection, it's built from return. So here we are, with all our damage showing, still learning how to trust, still healing while we're holding on. And every scar between us tells a story we survived, because love is not the absence of pain, it's choosing not to hide. And after all the storms we carried, after all the tears we gave, we became the quiet proof of what two hearts can say. But maybe there'll be nights ahead where old fears rise again. But I would rather face the thunder than lose your voice within the wind, because walking away is simple when your heart is tired and warm. But staying takes a deeper kind of courage, the kind of love is reborn from. So hold my heart when it grows restless, I'll hold yours when it breaks. We'll keep rebuilding little by little, from every chance we take. We are not untouched by sorrow, not untouched by mistakes. But even after all the hurting, we still chose what love could make. And after every shattered moment, after every lonely phase, I still see forever in you, in the quiet way you stay. What we chose to say was never perfect, only real enough to last. You were crying in the doorway, trying hard not to let me see, while the weight of all our silence hung between us endlessly. Every promise felt exhausted, every memory bruised with pain. We kept standing on the edge of leaving, too afraid to start again. I know I hurt you with my distance, you hurt me with words we couldn't take back. But somewhere underneath the wreckage, there was still love buried in the cracks. And even broken hearts remember the place they once felt safe. So don't let go in the middle of our scars. Don't walk away just because it's hard. We were never meant to be flawless, only honest from the start. And if healing takes forever, then forever I will stay. 'Cause love is more than shining moments, it's choosing each other anyway. We learn people change with sorrow, learn how fear can twist the truth, how pride can build invisible oceans between two souls that once felt close. But time revealed the quiet beauty of two imperfect hearts that bend. Instead of breaking past repair, we slowly learn to mend. Your hand still fits inside my shaking one, like it always knew the way. Even after all the damage, you still found reasons to remain. Maybe staying is the bravest thing two wounded souls can do. So don't let go in the middle of our scars. Don't walk away just because it's hard. We were never meant to be flawless, only honest from the start. And if healing takes forever, then forever I will stay. 'Cause love is more than shining moments, it's choosing each other anyway. There'll be nights the old pain visits, nights we question everything. But I'd rather face the darkness with you than live without your heartbeat. Because leaving might feel easier for a little while at least, but real love is built in moments where two tired hearts refuse defeat. So hold me close to every fragile part, every fear hidden in the dark, every version of ourselves that almost tore this love apart. We are not a perfect story, but maybe that's the beauty too. Two souls carrying their brokenness, still finding something true. And after every storm behind us, after all we couldn't save, we still saved each other in the quiet ways we stay. In the middle of our scars, we found a love strong enough to remain. There were cracks inside our story long before we spoke them out loud. Tiny distances between our shadows, turning love into a lonely house. You stopped reaching for me slowly, I stopped knowing what to say. Two wounded hearts pretending we were stronger walking away. But every road that led to silence only pulled me back to you. Like somehow even all our breaking couldn't break what we held on to. Maybe love was never meant to be easy all the time. So when your world feels heavy and your hope begins to fade, when the ghosts of all mistakes still echo through the pain, I will sit beside your sorrow. I won't leave when nights grow cold, because real love isn't perfect, it's just brave enough to hold. And after all the storms we carry, after every tear and ache, we stay through the rain. We stay through the rain. I remember all the hard nights where our silence filled the room, where your eyes looked full of questions and mine held fear instead of truth. We both changed from who we once were. Pain has a way of doing that, but somehow growth looked beautiful in the places where we cracked. Healing came in quiet moments, in apologies whispered low, in your fingers finding mine again, like they never let me go. No, we never learned love perfectly, we only learned not to quit. So when your world feels heavy and your hope begins to fade, when the ghosts of old mistakes still echo through the pain, I will sit beside your sorrow. I won't leave when nights grow cold, because real love isn't perfect, it's just brave enough to hold. And after all the storms we carry, after every tear and ache, we stay through the rain. Oh, we stay through the rain. Maybe forever is not fireworks or words carved into stone. Maybe forever is two tired souls still choosing to come home. Even after disappointment, even after all the scars, we kept lighting little candles inside each other's dark. So if tomorrow brings another storm and we lose our way again, promise me we'll keep remembering the place where healing began. Right here between the broken pieces, right here inside the truth, where two imperfect hearts decided love was still worth fighting through. And after every fallen season, after all we overcame, I still look at you with wonder, like I did before the pain. We stayed through the rain, not because it was easy, but because losing you would have hurt more than staying. No. We stopped talking like we used to. Every word became a war. Two tired souls standing in the hallway, too afraid to hurt each other anymore. You wore heartbreak like a shadow, I hid mine behind a smile, both pretending we were stronger, while falling apart the whole time. But even at our lowest moment, when silence filled the room, something in me still reached for you, like flowers reaching through the ruins. Maybe love was never perfect, maybe that's what made it real. So if your heart still trembles, lay it next to mine. We can learn to trust again, one slow day at a time. We've both said words we didn't mean, both crossed invisible lines. But love is more than leaving. When the darkness arrives, and after the last goodbye, after all the doors we closed, we still found each other standing in the ashes of what broke. You saw every side I hated, every fear I tried to hide, and I watched you carry sorrow like an ocean in your eyes. Healing came without a warning, and not through grand romantic scenes, but through midnight conversations and quiet hands reaching for me. We learned forgiveness isn't easy. Some wounds still ache at night, but staying became our language. When giving up felt easier to try. No, we were never untouched by pain, just brave enough to begin again. So if your heart still trembles, lay it next to mine. We can learn to trust again, one slow day at a time. We've both said words we didn't mean, both crossed invisible lines. But love is more than leaving. When the darkness arrives, and after the last goodbye, after all the doors we closed, we still found each other standing in the ashes of what broke. Maybe forever is not fireworks, maybe it's choosing to remain. When the world says walk away now, but your soul whispers their name. And maybe true love looks different than the stories people tell. Maybe it's two imperfect hearts refusing to farewell. So hold me when I'm restless, I'll hold you when you fall. We'll carry all our broken pieces without hiding them at all. And if another storm comes for us, like storms always do, I would still rather lose my balance than lose this life with you. Because after every hard season, after every lonely night, you are still the hand I reach for, still the reason I fight. After the last goodbye, we became something stronger, not untouched, just unwilling to let go. You were were sitting by the window, watching rain run down the glass, like every drop was carrying pieces of our past. I knew that look behind your eyes, the one that says you're tired, tired of trying to fix the cracks, tired of walking through the fire. And I almost let the silence become another goodbye, but love whispered through the distance, not this time. 'Cause we've already survived what should have torn us apart. So stay with me in the hard moments, stay when the lights burn low, stay when the doubts get louder than the love we used to know. We are two imperfect people with trembling hearts and scars, but every road that almost broke us still somehow led us back to where we are. And maybe love ain't beautiful every single day. Maybe sometimes love is simply choosing not to walk away. There were nights your tears kept falling while I searched for words too late. And there were days I wore my anger like armor made from pain. But somewhere underneath the damage, underneath the fear and pride, two hearts kept reaching slowly across the great divide. Healing didn't happen all at once, it came in smaller ways, in your hand resting beside mine, and the softness after pain. No, we were never perfect, but we never stopped returning. So stay with me in the hard moments, stay when the lights burn low, stay when the doubts get louder than the love we used to know. We are two imperfect people with trembling hearts and scars, but every road that almost broke us still somehow led us back to where we are. And maybe love ain't beautiful every single day. Maybe sometimes love is simply choosing not to walk away. I don't need a fairy tale ending or promises untouched by time. I just need your honest heartbeat, still willing to be beside mine. And if tomorrow brings another storm, we'll face it differently now, not as strangers losing hope, but as survivors who learned how to stay when it gets complicated, stay when it hurts to speak, stay through every broken season, every moment feeling weak, because love is more than passion, more than words we say at night. It's carrying each other gently when neither soul feels strong enough to fight. And after every fall we've known, after all the tears we gave, I still look at you the same, like someone worth staying for. The quiet way we love may never look perfect, but it's real enough to last. We used to talk like open windows. Now every word arrived with broken wings. Your eyes carried all the nights you cried alone. Mine were tired from pretending not to feel. There were moments love looked unfamiliar, like a photograph left out in the rain. Two souls standing on opposite corners, still hoping somebody would remain. And somehow through the echoes of the damage, your voice still sounded like home to me. Maybe real love isn't lightning, maybe it's the quiet choice to stay. So hold me through the heavy parts, through every bruise we had, through all the fear of losing us that neither heart denied. We are not untouched by sorrow, we are not easy to save, but every time the darkness comes, we love a little more brave. And even after all the breaking, after every painful truth, I still find my way beside you, like the tide returns to the moon. You learn the shape of all my silence, the kind that only comes from years of shame. And I learned your anger wasn't hatred, just a heart afraid of hurt again. Healing came slowly between ordinary moments, coffee cups, long drives, sleepless dawns, tiny acts of staying close when both of us felt hard to hold. No, forever never looked perfect, but it looked honest in your arms. And sometimes love grows strongest inside the places it fell apart. So hold me through the heavy parts, through every bruise we hide, through all the fear of losing us that neither heart denied. We are not untouched by sorrow, we are not easy to save, but every time the darkness comes, we love a little more brave. And even after all the breaking, after every painful truth, I still find my way beside you, like the tide returns to the moon. Maybe we'll still have bad days, maybe old scars still breathe, but I would rather walk through fire than watch you become a memory. Because leaving might be easier, but easy never built a home. And every chapter we survived turned strangers back to soulmates. So when the silence fills the room and hope feels paper thin, when the weight of who you were comes rushing back again, I will not turn away from you, I will not let love drown. We have carried each other too far to lay this story down. And after all the storms we crossed, after all we've been through, I still choose your imperfect heart, the way it chooses mine to, where the hurt learned to heal. That's where we found forever. Not perfect, just real. There were nights we slept like strangers, two hearts hiding underneath the same cold sheets. Every conversation felt like walking on broken glass. Every promise sounded weaker than before. You carried sadness in your silence. I carried storms I never learned to name. We both became different people, trying not to drown inside the blame. But somewhere in the middle of the damage, a small light refused to disappear. Maybe love was never meant to save us perfectly. Maybe it just teaches us to stay. So if your hands are shaking, put them inside mine. If your faith is fading, borrow some of mine. We don't have to be unbroken to deserve another chance. We just have to keep choosing this fragile kind of dance. And after all the tears we cried, after all we almost lost, I'm still here in the ruins, still calling this love ours. We learned healing doesn't happen loudly. Sometimes it's just sitting close in the dark, listening to each other breathe again. After years of speaking through our scars, you saw the parts of me I hated, the fear, the anger, all the empty rooms. But instead of turning toward the exit, you stayed long enough for flowers to bloom. And I know forever won't be easy. Some days will still feel hard to hold. Believing isn't always bravery. Sometimes staying is the strongest soul. So if your hands are shaking, put them inside mine. If your faith is fading, borrow some of mine. Oh, we don't have to be unbroken to deserve another chance. We just have to keep choosing this fragile kind of dance. Oh, and after all the tears we cried, after all we almost lost, I'm still here in the ruins, still calling this love ours. Let the past stay like smoke behind us. Let the old pain finally rest. We were never saints or heroes, just two tired hearts doing their best. And every scar across our story only proves we didn't run away, when it would have been so easy to let the silence win that day. Now when the world feels heavy and the colors start to fade, when doubts return like shadows and old ghosts know our names, I will reach across the distance, even when it feels too far. Because love is not perfection, it's knowing who you are. And after every storm we survive, after every lonely night, you're still the one I turn to, still the one beside. Two imperfect souls, still learning. learning how to trust, still rebuilding what was broken, still choosing us, still here, still healing, still choosing love again and again.
The house was quiet after all the breaking. Two shadows standing where the fire used to glow. Your tired eyes were full of unsaid stories. Mine were drowning in the guilt I couldn't show. We built our walls from pride and disappointment, turned little scars into a war we couldn't win. But somewhere underneath the ruined silence, our hearts were still remembering where they'd been. We've been like trees inside a storm, but roots hold deeper than the wind. So when the night gets heavy and the words cut like rain, when the past comes knocking, calling out our pain, I will hold your shaking hands like I did back then. 'Cause love is not just leaving scars, it's learning how to mend. And every time we fall apart, every time we break, we choose to stay. We choose to stay. You saw the worst of me and didn't disappear, even when my fear became a colder man. And I watched your tears fall in the kitchen light, like little pieces of a life we almost lost. But healing isn't pretty like the movies. Sometimes it trembles, sometimes it barely moves. Still, every morning that we wake beside each other feels like proof that broken things can still be true. No, we were never perfect souls, just two survivors learning love. So when the night gets heavy and the words cut like rain, when the past comes knocking, calling out our pain, I will hold your shaking hands like I did back then. 'Cause love is not just leaving scars, it's learning how to mend. And every time we fall apart, every time we break, we choose to stay. We choose to stay. Maybe forever isn't easy, maybe forever hurts sometimes, but I'd rather walk through every darkness than lose the light inside your eyes. And if the world says we are foolish for trying one more time again, then let them talk while we keep building what they gave up trying to understand. When the silence finds us and our hearts feel worn, when the weight of living leaves us tired and torn, I will still reach for you, even through the ache. 'Cause real love isn't running free when running's the escape. It's choosing one another when it's hardest just what we are. Two imperfect hearts still choosing love. After all the scars, we choose to stay again and again. We choose